All right, everyone get ready, because today we are going deep into the world of Rabbajam.
Ooh, interesting.
They're a company that is looking to change the cannabis world,
Okay.
not just riding the wave, but kind of redefining the entire experience with some pretty cool technology.
I like it.
And when I say cool, I mean literally cool.
Literal.
We're talking veteran-owned, and they're aiming to change the way that people enjoy cannabis.
Well, it is a huge market.
It is.
I mean, it's projected to hit like $144 billion globally
Wow.
by 2030.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they're really going after a segment that's often overlooked.
Okay.
The people who might be interested in cannabis, but
Right.
find the traditional smoking methods just too harsh.
Interesting. Yeah. So let's unpack this cooling tech,
Okay.
because it seems to be at the heart of what Rabbajam is all about.
Yeah.
And we know that they're going beyond the usual percolators and ice catchers.
Right.
So how are they doing it?
Mm.
What's the secret sauce?
Their website mentions a patent-pending design, so they're being a little secretive.
Sneaky.
But based on what they've emphasized so far, a smooth and enjoyable session.
Okay.
Reducing the harshness? I suspect they're aiming for a significant temperature reduction.
Interesting.
Maybe even more than those traditional methods achieve.
Okay, that has me really curious.
Yeah.
Could it be some kind of advanced heat exchange system?
Maybe.
Or a new material that has super fast cooling properties?
It's possible.
What do you think?
Perhaps they've discovered a way to rapidly cool the smoke
Okay.
before it enters the chamber.
Right.
Or they've come up with some new material that absorbs heat really efficiently.
Wow.
I guess we'll have to wait for the big reveal.
That's true. Yeah, a little mystery always adds to the excitement.
For sure.
And speaking of excitement, Rabbajam is making their big debut
Oh, wow.
at the Champs Cannabis event
Okay.
in early 2025.
Cool.
And it is the place to be
Yeah.
if you are into cannabis or anything related to the cannabis industry.
I've heard about this.
Over 86,000 attendees, massive exhibition space.
Wow.
Talk about a great launch pad.
Yeah, for a newcomer like Rabbajam,
Yeah.
Champs is a huge opportunity.
I mean, it's huge.
They can connect with retailers, distributors, potential investors,
Mhm.
all while seeing the new trends and immersing themselves in the culture.
It's like Cannabis Business 101, but on a massive scale.
Exactly.
But let's not forget, it's also about connecting with the heart of the cannabis community.
Right.
The enthusiasts,
For sure.
connoisseurs, the folks who are really passionate about this.
Absolutely.
And that's where Rabbajam's emphasis on quality and design could really shine.
I think so.
They're not just offering a product, they're crafting an entire experience.
That's a good point.
From the sliding mouthpiece with the cover to keep things clean,
Okay.
they use premium durable materials.
Yeah.
It seems like they're sending a message that this is about elevating the experience.
I think you're right.
And it's interesting how they are blending this premium experience with this wider audience appeal.
Yeah.
You know, for those who are new to cannabis or just really sensitive to that harshness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really delicate balance.
Absolutely. And the market's getting more sophisticated.
Right.
Consumers are demanding more, and Rabbajam seems to be responding to that
Yeah.
by combining this cutting-edge tech with a refined look.
Now I'm dying to know more about the brains behind all of this.
Okay.
We've got Seth Hoover, the inventor, and then there's Joshua Romo of Firo Social Media and Marketing,
Right.
who joined the team back in 2021.
Okay.
Sounds like a true passion project.
Yeah, Seth Hoover's background as a veteran is fascinating.
Oh, interesting.
I'm curious how his experience might have shaped his problem-solving skills
Yeah,
and his work ethic.
for sure.
There could be some interesting parallels there between leading a company and a unit.
Absolutely.
Hmm?
I'd love to get his take on that.
Yeah.
But speaking of challenges, let's not shy away from the elephant in the room,
Okay.
responsible cannabis use.
That's a big one.
It's a topic that deserves a lot of attention, especially as the industry continues to grow.
Right. And while Rabbajam is clearly targeting a market that appreciates a premium smoking experience,
Right.
it's crucial to acknowledge that cannabis, like any substance, comes with potential risks.
Yeah.
Respiratory issues, cognitive impairment, even mental health effects. We can't ignore that.
Yeah. And it looks like Rabbajam is taking that responsibility seriously.
Okay.
They mention on their website their commitment to responsible cannabis use.
Good.
But I'm curious to see how that turns into action.
Yeah, me too.
What steps are they taking to promote responsible consumption?
That's the big question. Are they partnering with organizations
Right.
advocating for responsible use, developing educational resources for their customers,
Right?
being transparent about potential drawbacks?
Yeah. Are they doing all that?
I hope so.
It would be great to see them lead by example and really engage with the responsible use conversation.
Yeah,
I mean, after all, building trust with your customers is so important,
it really is.
especially in an industry that is still facing some skepticism.
Absolutely. Transparency and a commitment to responsible use are not just ethical,
All right.
but they're also smart business.
Yeah,
It shows they care about their customers' well-being,
exactly.
not just the bottom line.
And speaking of smart business practices,
Okay.
let's circle back to this Champ's debut.
Right.
With so many companies all trying to get attention,
Yeah.
what can Rabbajam do to stand out and make a splash?
Well, imagine this. You walk into this exhibition hall,
Okay.
and amidst all the booths and displays, you see a sleek, minimalist space with a Rabbajam bong at the center.
Ooh, I like it.
It's not just showcasing the product, it's about creating an experience that embodies their brand.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Dim lighting, maybe
Yeah.
some ambient music,
Yeah.
a display that highlights the craftsmanship and attention to detail,
I love it.
maybe even a scent diffuser with a subtle, sophisticated aroma,
Nice.
something that evokes a sense of calm and relaxation.
Now you're getting it.
I-
It's about appealing to the senses,
Yeah.
drawing people in, creating a memorable encounter.
Right.
They could even have a designated area
Okay.
where attendees can try the bong
Oh,
and experience the cooling technology firsthand.
I could just imagine the line.
Right.
People trying out the Rabbajam bong, marveling at the smoothness of the hit,
Oh,
lack of harshness.
that would be great.
Word of mouth is so powerful.
Absolutely.
And if they can create that kind of buzz at Champs,
Yeah.
that could really propel them forward.
It really could, but it's not just about the hype.
Right.
It's about building lasting relationships.
Okay.
And Champs gives them this platform to connect with retailers, distributors, potential partners who can help them expand
Right.
their product out there.
It's like planting seeds that will hopefully grow into a thriving business.
I like that analogy.
But let's not forget about the bigger picture.
Okay.
Beyond just selling a product, what impact could Rabbajam have on the industry as a whole?
Well, if their cooling technology is as good as they say it is, it could be a real game changer.
Interesting.
We've talked about how it could appeal to people who find traditional smoking methods too harsh, expanding the market to those who might have been hesitant before.
Exactly. And it's not just about attracting new users.
Right.
It's about enhancing the experience for seasoned connoisseurs as well.
Absolutely.
Imagine being able to enjoy a longer session
Yeah,
without any throat irritation or coughing.
that's the dream.
It could change how people approach their cannabis rituals.
It really could.
It's like taking something familiar and elevating it
For sure.
to a new level.
It's about appreciating the nuances, the subtleties,
Yeah,
the craftsmanship
absolutely.
that goes into a high-quality smoking experience.
It's like the difference between sipping a fine wine and gulping down a cheap beer.
I like that.
Rabbajam is aiming for that craft segment of the market,
Yeah.
appealing to those who value quality attention to detail, a refined experience.
And that shift in perception could have ripple effects
Wow.
throughout the whole industry.
Okay.
As more companies focus on innovation and quality,
Right.
it could help to destigmatize cannabis use,
Yeah.
make it more appealing to a wider audience.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing this evolution,
It really is.
to see how cannabis is shedding its old image
Totally.
and emerging as this sophisticated,
Yes.
multifaceted industry with a focus on enjoyment and responsibility.
And speaking of responsibility,
Okay.
it's important to acknowledge that while Rabbajam's cooling technology could reduce some of the negative effects associated with smoking,
Right.
it's not a cure-all.
Yeah,
There are inherent risks involved,
for sure.
and consumers need to be informed
That's-
and make good choices.
Responsible use is paramount,
It is.
and it's something that we'll continue to emphasize.
Good.
But for now, let's delve into the technical aspects of this cooling technology.
Okay.
We know it's patent pending, so they're not giving us all the details.
Right.
But based on what we know, can we speculate on how it might work?
Let's speculate.
I love speculating.
We
It's
sure.
like they've given us this puzzle
Okay.
with a few pieces missing,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're trying to figure out how they fit together.
That's a great way to put it.
It's a testament to their ingenuity,
It is.
keeping us on the edge of our seats wanting more.
I can't wait to learn more.
Neither.
Yeah, it really gets you thinking.
It does. And
Right.
knowing Seth Hoover's background,
Right.
do you think there are any parallels
Interesting.
between the discipline
Yeah.
and the strategic thinking in the military
I mean,
and launching a startup,
you would think so.
especially in a field like cannabis?
It's an interesting thought.
It is.
Military experience often instills a strong sense of mission,
Right.
focus on achieving objectives,
Mm.
adaptability in the face of challenges.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprising if those qualities play a role in how he approaches Rabbajam's growth.
I would love to get his take on that someday.
Me too.
But speaking of challenges,
Okay.
let's not shy away from the elephant in the room.
All right, what's that?
The responsible use of cannabis.
Okay, yeah,
It's a topic that deserves a lot of consideration,
big time.
especially as the industry continues to grow.
Absolutely. While Rabbajam is clearly targeting a market that appreciates a premium smoking experience,
Yeah.
it's crucial to acknowledge that cannabis, like anything else,
Right.
comes with potential risks,
It does.
respiratory issues,
Oh.
cognitive impairment, even potential mental health effects.
Yeah.
These are things we can't just ignore.
No. And it seems like Rabbajam is taking this responsibility seriously. They mentioned on their website their commitment to responsible cannabis use.
Okay, good.
But I'm really curious
Yeah.
to see how that translates into action.
Like, what are they actually doing?
Yeah, what specific steps
Yeah.
are they taking
Yeah.
to promote responsible consumption?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
Are they partnering with organizations
Right.
that advocate for responsible use?
Mm-hmm.
Are they developing educational resources for their customers?
Okay.
Being transparent about potential drawbacks?
Right.
These are things we need to know.
Yeah, I would love to see them lead by example.
Oh, sure.
Go beyond just a statement on a website
Right.
and really engage in this conversation.
Yeah.
Building trust with your customers is so important,
Couldn't agree more.
especially in an industry that's still facing
Yeah.
some skepticism.
Exactly. And transparency and a genuine commitment to responsible use
Right.
aren't just ethical considerations,
Yeah.
but they're also smart business.
Right. They're smart business practices.
It shows that they care about their customers' well-being,
Exactly.
not just their bottom line.
And speaking of smart business practices,
Okay.
let's get back to their debut at Champs. With so many companies all vying for attention,
Yeah.
what can Rabbajam do to stand out
Okay, good question.
and really make a splash?
Well, you got to think about this.
Yeah.
You walk into this exhibition hall.
Okay.
It's massive.
Right.
There's booths and displays everywhere.
Mhm.
And then you see this sleek,
Okay.
minimalist space.
I like it.
And there it is, front and center, a Rabbajam bong.
Ooh, I like it.
It's not just about showing the product.
Right.
It's about creating an experience that really embodies their brand.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Dim lighting,
Hmm.
some ambient music,
I like it.
a display that highlights the craftsmanship and attention to detail,
Yeah.
and a scent diffuser
Okay.
with a really subtle, sophisticated aroma.
Nice.
Something that evokes a sense of calm and relaxation.
Now you're talking.
I am.
It's about appealing to the senses,
Yeah.
bringing people in,
Right.
creating a memorable encounter,
A memorable encounter.
maybe even a designated area
Okay.
where people can actually try the bong,
Interesting.
see how it works.
See that cooling technology?
Exactly.
I can just imagine the line of
Mhm.
people waiting to try out this Rabbajam bong,
Right.
talking about how smooth it is,
Yeah.
talking about the lack of harshness.
Totally.
Word of mouth is so powerful.
So powerful.
And if they can create that kind of buzz,
Yeah,
it could really propel them.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
it's not just about the hype.
Right.
It's about building those lasting relationships.
Okay.
And Champs gives them this platform
Right.
to connect with the retailers,
Yeah.
the distributors,
Mhm.
potential partners who
Yep.
can help them expand,
Right.
get their product into more hands.
Yeah, it's like planting seeds that will hopefully grow into this thriving business.
It's a good analogy.
But let's not forget the bigger picture.
Okay, the big picture.
Beyond just selling a product,
Right.
what kind of impact could Rabbajam have on the entire industry?
Well, if their cooling technology really is all that,
Yeah.
it could really change things up.
Okay.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
We talked about how this could appeal to people
Right.
who find traditional smoking methods too harsh,
Mm-hmm.
and it could potentially expand the market to
Okay.
people who maybe weren't interested before.
Yeah, and it's not just about attracting new users.
No.
It's about enhancing the experience
Right.
for the connoisseurs.
Absolutely.
Imagine enjoying a longer session
I know, right?
without any throat irritation
Yeah.
or coughing.
It's a game changer.
It could really change the way people think about their cannabis rituals.
It could.
It's like they're taking something familiar
Uh-huh.
and elevating it to a whole new level.
A whole new level
Of sophistication.
It's about appreciating the nuances, the subtleties. The craftsmanship.
Yeah.
That goes into a quality smoking experience.
It's like the difference between sipping a fine wine.
I love that analogy.
And chugging a cheap beer.
It's perfect.
Rabbajam is aiming for that craft segment of the market.
Yeah.
Appealing to those who value quality, attention to detail, and that refined experience.
And that shift in perception could really have ripple effects throughout the industry.
Right.
As more companies start to focus on innovation and quality, it could really help destigmatize cannabis and make it more appealing.
Make it more mainstream.
Exactly.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing this evolution.
It's crazy.
To see how cannabis is shedding that old image.
Totally.
And emerging as this sophisticated, multifaceted industry.
Multifaceted, for sure.
Focused on enjoyment and responsibility.
And speaking of responsibility, we got to remember, while Rabbajam's cooling tech could reduce some of those negative effects, it's not a magic bullet.
It's not.
There are still some inherent risks involved. And consumers need to be informed.
They do.
And make good choices.
Yeah. Absolutely. Responsible use is so important.
Super important.
And it's something that we're going to keep coming back to.
Good.
But for now, let's shift gears. And dive into the technical stuff of this cooling technology.
Let's get technical.
We know it's patent pending, so they're not giving us all the secrets. But based on what we do know, can we speculate on how it works?
Let's do it.
Let's speculate.
I know, it's fun.
It is. It's like they've given us this puzzle with a few of the pieces missing. And we're trying to figure out how they fit together.
It's a good challenge.
It's a testament to their ingenuity. It's keeping us on the edge of our seats.
I know. I'm excited.
I know, me too.
To see how this all plays out.
So, based on their claims
of
smooth and enjoyable sessions and a reduction in harshness. It seems like they're targeting a pretty significant temperature reduction.
Yeah, it seems like.
Perhaps even more than traditional methods.
I would agree.
Okay, so walk me through this. Let's say I'm a seasoned smoker. Familiar with percolators and ice catchers.
Got it.
How would using a Rabbajam bong feel different?
That's a good question.
Would it be like inhaling cool, fresh air?
Well, without the technical specifics, it's tough to say for sure. But if they figured out a way to cool that smoke before it gets into the chamber, it could feel totally different.
Wow.
Imagine a hit that's super smooth and flavorful. You can taste all those terpenes without that throat irritation.
Now, that's an experience I would sign up for.
I agree.
But beyond just the immediate sensation, I'm curious about the long-term implications.
Okay, what do you mean?
Could this tech make cannabis more accessible to people?
Interesting.
With respiratory issues or those sensitive to smoke?
That's a really good point.
It is.
If Rabbajam can deliver on this promise of reducing the harshness, it could open up cannabis to a whole new group of people.
It could.
People who maybe have been hesitant to try it or have had bad experiences.
Exactly. It's like they're breaking down barriers.
Yeah, I like that.
Creating a more inclusive cannabis community.
Absolutely.
One that prioritizes enjoyment and well-being.
And let's not forget about the driving force behind this innovation. Seth Hoover.
Seth Hoover, the veteran and the inventor who had this vision.
What a story.
It is.
It's a reminder that behind every great product, there's a person.
A human story.
With passion.
Absolutely. A passion that fuels the whole journey.
Makes you wonder what experiences in his life led him to create Rabbajam.
What problem was he trying to solve?
Yeah.
What need was he trying to fill?
Maybe it was a personal thing.
Maybe
he just wanted a smoother experience.
Yeah. Or maybe he saw an opportunity to create something really unique.
Yeah.
And beneficial.
For the whole community.
For the whole community.
Whatever it was.
Yeah. He's clearly dedicated.
He is to making a difference.
And let's not forget about Joshua Romo. Of Fiero Social Media and Marketing. Working with Seth since 2021.
To make this a reality.
To bring this dream to life.
It shows the power of collaboration.
It really does.
Bringing together all these different skills. To achieve this shared goal.
It's like the classic story.
Yeah.
The inventor and the marketing guru. And they're creating this brand that's both innovative and engaging.
Totally.
Let's take a step back.
Okay.
Big picture.
The big picture.
What does Rabbajam's emergence tell us about the cannabis industry?
I think it really signals a shift.
Okay.
Towards a more sophisticated consumer.
Interesting.
People aren't settling anymore.
Right, they want more.
They want high-quality, well-designed products that elevate their experience.
It's like the craft beer movement.
It is.
But for cannabis, consumers are more educated about strains.
For sure.
Consumption methods. They want an overall experience.
Right.
They're looking for brands that align with their values.
And offer something unique.
And Rabbajam seems to be hitting all the right notes.
They do.
They're combining cutting-edge tech with sleek design. A focus on responsible use.
Right.
And a passion for enhancing the cannabis experience.
It's a good recipe.
It is. They're not just selling a product.
Right.
They're building a brand.
A brand that people can really connect with.
Absolutely. And as the cannabis industry continues to evolve, I have a feeling we're going to see more companies like Rabbajam.
For sure.
Pushing the boundaries of innovation.
Totally.
Redefining what it means to enjoy cannabis.
It's an exciting time.
It is.
To be a part of this.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Rabbajam, I'm left with this sense of anticipation.
I know what's next.
I know. Will their cooling technology live up to the hype?
Yeah.
What other innovations will they bring? How will they continue to shape this cannabis landscape?
These are all great questions.
And they are.
And we'll be exploring them.
We will.
In future episodes.
As we continue to track Rabbajam's journey.
But for now,
our
listeners.
Dear listeners.
Stay curious.
Stay informed.
Stay informed.
Keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind.
This cannabis world is full of surprises.
It is.
And Rabbajam is just one example.
One example.
Of the incredible things happening.
And if you are as intrigued as we are, be sure to check out their website.
Okay.
And keep an eye out for them.
At Champs.
At the Champs Cannabis event in early 2025.
Absolutely.
We would love to hear your thoughts.
We would.
And impressions.
Until next time.
Yes.
Keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.
Keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
And remember, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was fun.
We'll catch you on our next episode.